However, we do see that a lot of people are stopped by, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. I want to be surrounded with people who already have done this and know what they're doing. Hello, and welcome back to the Very Real Estate Effect podcast, a show dedicated to real estate investing right here in Quebec and really all over North America. Today's a solo episode. I'm very happy to be giving you a bit of an update on some of the projects we've been working on and a few other items for the summer period that we're coming into. So in case you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the show, share this episode with a friend who could benefit from this conversation as we're trying to reach more people as possible. So first of all, it's been now 2 years that I keep talking about my big Saint-Jérôme project. If it's your first time, it was land for a 16 unit. We went through permits and then we bought the land next door and we got a zoning change. And we're now at 43 units. It's been quite the ordeal. Actually, this week and next week, we are going to the notary to finalize the purchase of the last parcel of land. We're very happy and thrilled to be doing this. It's been under contract for over a year, and now we're finally closing it. Yay! And at the city level, it's been quite the whirlwind. So we went through CCU. So for those who aren't familiar with all those acronyms, it's Comité Consultatif d'Urbanisme. It's basically the group at City Hall that looks after projects that does not correspond to the current zoning. And we went through beginning of May. And then the way it works is that you have to go through the CCU committee, and then you have to go through municipal council. It's usually in that city, it's the third week of the month. So by last month, technically, we should have been approved. Now, we didn't get any news from the city. 1 day, 2 days, so the urbanist just went and slowly poked around, be like, hey, what's going on? And the city actually said that they hadn't submitted the project to municipal council. So I started, fuming, being like, hey, we've already been delayed so much. What's going on? And as you may recall, we have a little situation with Hydro-Québec where three electrical poles need to be moved. It happens to be medium tension, so 25,000 volts. It's a pretty big deal. And I had asked the city to participate in that cost, and originally they had said no. They had said no, forget it. It's only beneficial to you and your project. So no, even though all the cables on the entire street are buried in the downtown core, other than this one block. So basically, when I heard that they hadn't submitted, asked what's going on, and they said that finally they're drafting a proposal to submit to city council for a public-private partnership for the city to come in and take care of some of that cost with us. So it's actually really good news. So now I understood why the project hadn't been submitted to city council, but just all in all, then just communicate that. Like, I don't know what's wrong with cities where they make decisions and then they don't communicate. They don't let you know. It's okay that things change. We all know things change. It's just keep people in the loop, especially those who are the most involved with the project. So once I heard that, then I was like, oh, okay, well, that's actually a good news for us. So now our date is this month, mid-June, actually on the 18th. And at that point, we will get approval. Now, I had a call from the director of urbanism who wouldn't tell me if the project had been approved at CCU, but we had somebody else on that team. And basically it was, well, do you think we'd be proposing this if the project was not approved? So reading between the lines. My guess is that the project is approved, but they can't say it yet until it's gone through city council. So that's going to be a big relief. So literally by next week, we will fully own the last parcel of land and the project will be approved. So look at that, 43 units instead of 16, 7,000 square feet of commercial instead of 5. And now realistically, it's been 2 years. I have to admit, like, that project has been really interesting, also a huge stress. And now I'm more and more inclined to perhaps, sell it or find a partner who would come in and who'd take it over. Anyways, there's a bunch of different possible outcomes and we're working on some of them now. What I do know is that I need a good vacation. So I'm going to take some time off this summer. And that leads me to I am preparing right now, starting actually tomorrow, a huge recording binge with some really good guests. So a few from Canada, a few from the US. We're going to have some in studio. I'm going to have two guests here in studio in Montreal. I'm really excited for that. We're going to do some two-part series. And I just want to let you know that between, say, now, so mid June and the end of the summer, you're going to have some really good content and episodes, some guests that really have some expertise to share. And I will do my best to really dig it out of them. So that's on the, I was going to say more of the housekeeping. I'm really excited for the guests that we have coming on. We have two or three in particular that are pretty big in the US, and I look forward to having them on the show so we can share their knowledge with all of you who listen week after week. It's really appreciated. So now that's the update for Saint Jérôme. Now in Verdun, we are getting all our quotes. We are about to go to financing. The goal is still to start in late summer, early fall. We most likely already have a contractor selected. And it's really exciting because that project's been in the pipeline for 2.5 years now. It took so long with the city, but now we have it. We have the permit, the financing. We actually got a very good evaluation. So it gives us a lot of possibility for financing. And that's quite reassuring because the value is there. It's ideally located. It's prime product. Now we just need to make it happen on time, in budget, and stay tuned. We'll give you some more details. And then there's something else that I've been wanting to share. As you may know, with Terry Shower, partner, we share an office. We've started the Equity Builders Club, and it's been a really, really fun adventure. We already hosted 2 events here in Montreal at the Pointe-à-Calière. It's the archaeological museum in the Old Port. We had a really good turnout. We got some very good feedback, and I can't rehash the importance for us that we really want to help as many people start to invest in real estate. For both Terry and I, real estate investing made a huge difference in our lives, and we want to give other people the opportunity to do that, whether that's just buying your first triplex, whether it's buying a sixplex, whether it's just buying 1 or 2 properties or aiming to buy 1 a year for the next 10 years. It means that goal is very different for different people, and that's okay. There is no one size fits all. However, we do see that a lot of people are stopped by, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. I want to be surrounded with people who already have done this and know what they're doing. And so that's why we started the club. We have our mastermind. We meet every Wednesdays. We're about to launch a new group for newbies. Our current group is a little bit more advanced. It's people who have about 15 to 20 doors and above. And then the next group that we're starting in July is for newbies. If you're interested, reach out to us. We'll send you the link for the application form. It'll be a pleasure to have you. We are selective. We do not take everyone. We have turned some people away when we think it's not a fit. So we'll be happy to run you through the application process and see what we can do together, because our goal is to help as many people start to invest in real estate and just create a positive community around us, because sometimes real estate investing can be a little competitive depending on who you hang out with. But we want to let you know that for us, it's not the case. And we can help you do that. So join us and visit us at equitybuildersclub.com. Last thing, I've been a little sick. I've been a little under the weather, and today's episode is going to be a little shorter. But I was thinking about this on the way here, is that it's now been over 3 years. I think we're at episode 190 something. And I can't say how proud I am to have never missed a week, to have kept going. And sometimes it's a bit disconcerting because I get some feedback from you, and I meet you at some events or other places, and people say, "Oh my God, I've listened to your podcast. It's great." And it's been a whirlwind. There's been a lot of work and energy that's gone into it, and I'm very proud of what we've done and the longevity, because most podcasts actually stop after episode 20. So to be at 190 is quite the achievement. And I'm making a point of getting you some good guests and some good content so you can learn. So I know today is more of like me giving an update on what I'm doing and where I'm at and how I'm feeling and so on. And that might not be what you're interested in. I totally understand. So in the next couple of weeks, I will continue to have some good interviews and some high quality content for all of you. So on this wonderful note, keep making offers, keep researching your market, educate yourself. I recently had someone who was interested in the mastermind, and this person is looking to buy, his first rental property, triplex, fourplex, we'll see. And I just had to remind him, like, if you're looking to buy a $300,000 or $500,000 property, the first 10K you invested in yourself. Okay? You wouldn't go fly a plane without a license. You don't go drive a car without a license. So why would you go into real estate investing without basic knowledge? And that's what we're trying to provide you. And you can find plenty of it online for free. There's plenty of resources out there. I'm not saying necessarily you have to come with us, and I'm not here to sell my salad. It's just that I know we've helped people, and I know we will continue to do so because we're here for the long run. So invest in yourself first. And that's my conclusion for today. Invest in yourself first. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you next week. Ciao.